Hello everyone, this is Sharing Automotive Repairs. My name is Felipe Santiago. I live here in the Caribbean.
Really?
If you have a hard time pronouncing my name, you can always call me Philip.
Nice guy, huh?
I live here in the Caribbean. My English is not that great, but I believe you will understand what I'm trying to explain here. This vehicle is a 2015 Nissan Murano SL, has a 3.5 liter engine. It came in with a, sorry for the light man, real quick, 303 code, cylinder number 3 Misfire. As many people need to remove this plenum. It's not that much. All you need is a 10mm socket, 14mm socket for the spark plugs if you're going to replace them. But at least to remove the plenum, you need the 10mm extensions, 3/8 ratchet. You need a Allen wrench or Allen socket, whatever you have, to remove these 4 bolts from the throttle body. You have 4 bolts that goes attached to it. It's pretty easy to remove. You can just detach it after you remove the bolts. Pull it to the side a little bit. That way you don't disconnect these coolant hoses, messing with coolant afterwards. And of course you have to remove the cover here where the air filter goes. You use a flathead or 8mm 5/16 socket to loosen up the bolt for the clamp. There's a hose that goes attached to this right here. Pretty easy. Remove it. You disconnect the mass airflow sensor. Boom. Take the housing out with these 2 clamps here. Whatever you want to call these. This cover right here goes right here in the front, right where the filter housing goes, right there. And it's attached by 2 screws, 2 bolts, 2 10mm also. You can see them right there. So yeah, once you get to that, you go, before you start removing bolts here on the plenum, you have to disconnect in the back here. Let's see if I can make it look, I know it's not going to be perfect, but at least you know you're going to have 2 hoses. This one goes here. This is from the brake booster, vacuum hose. This other vacuum hose is from the PCV valve. It's right there. It goes on the side. You'll see it. And then there's a harness from the oxygen sensor back here that goes, that goes attached to a metal hook right here. All you have to do is just sling up that harness, get it out of the way. Once you do that, you come over here. See these solenoids? You do not need to remove them. All you need to do is unplug the electrical connectors on all of these. This one is attached to the engine, so you do have to remove the nut and the connector, but all you have to do is just put it to the side. I do not mess with these vacuum hoses because they get brittle over time, and then sometimes these solenoids will break also. So if you don't have to mess with that, just leave it alone. You have the purge solenoid valve over here. You do have to remove it to the side. It's attached over here with that 10mm. Boom. You disconnect this hose from this pipe right here. And now you should be able to remove that plenum. Alright, plenum is off. It's right here. Like I said, in the back side, the brake booster hose goes right there. The PCV valve hose goes right there. And then on this metal bracket, that's where the harness of the oxygen sensor hooks onto. So all you have to do is just pull it up and get it out of the way, and you should be good to go. There's nothing else. There's not much to it, really. Oh, I forgot to mention, of course, the 6 bolts that hold the plenum. 2, 4, and 2 nuts on each end. Yeah, of course, you have to remove those. Forgot to tell you, sorry. Then you are able to get to those coils in the back. So I was able to do that. And in the process, I went to cylinder number 3, and I found out that this boot, let me see if I can, sorry, it has carbon tracks on it right here. Believe it or not, but trust me, there's spark coming out of there. It's not the first time I have worked on these Nissans, and the times that I have had vehicles were not like this one has 66,000. Most of the time, as long as there's no oil leaks in the tube seals for the spark plugs, and you see that you still have a misfire, most of the time is the boot itself. The heat over time messes it up, you know, the things in the back of the engine most of the time are exposed to more heat than in the front, that on bank 2. So most of the time things back there get brittle or messed up earlier than things on this end. So yeah, all I did was I removed the spark plug. Take a look at it on number 3. Here's spark plug number 3. As you can see, it's darker. It's raw fuel going down. I hope that the individual did not run this vehicle for too long, because you know that if, which I'm surprised, because I thought these vehicles will stop, stop the injector from opening to prevent the raw fuel going into a catalytic converter. But I'm not sure it did, because looking at the spark plug, that looks dark right here. I hope he didn't do any damage to that catalytic converter on bank 1. Yes, let me see. Okay, here are the part numbers for the things that I bought. This is from Advance. Bought all 6 boots. Got the spark plugs. These are the part numbers. Ooh, sorry. Then so I bought the plenum gasket also, because that one does not look good, and I don't want to have no vacuum leaks on it in the vehicle after I install everything back together. So yeah, next thing I'm gonna, I already placed the boots. All you have to do to remove these boots, you hold the coil up this way, and you just pull up inside of the coil, not on the boot, but on the coil. Inside of the coil, you're going to see this little type of, looks like a fuse type of thing. You're going to see that. All right, everyone. Felipe from S.A.R. Sharing Automotive Repairs. This is the second part. Somehow instead of pausing the camera, I just stopped it. So now I guess I don't know how to attach this other video, but yeah, this is the finish of the 2015 Nissan Murano. I'm going to erase the codes. Oops, clear the TC. Yes. Okay. Let's read them. No DTC founds. Let's crank it up. See if everything's good. Check engine light went out. Trust me, that's checking engine light was what you call it, flashing. It was flashing because it was a pretty bad misfire. Turn on the AC in this thing. It's hot in here. It's hot in here in the Caribbean. So beautiful. Let me look at the engine, make sure that everything looks fine. I got the key with me. Yes. Hold on, just a minute. Let me put it in here. Alright. So yeah, there it is. Everything's back together. There goes the fans. Got to turn the AC on, so the fans came on. So yeah, I hope this video helped somebody out there, you know. Like I said, if you have any questions, you can subscribe and ask anything, and if I have the answer, I will give it to you. And if I don't, I won't give it to you, because I really don't know everything, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty good at this. The rest of the videos that I'll be posting will be videos related to, you know, troubleshooting, which are the ones that I really like. Troubleshooting faults and stuff like that, because there's some videos that they're so basic that I really don't want to make them. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Have a good day.